This is step number 2, video number 2. Go back and watch number 1 if you did not watch it yet. All right, let's get started. And first I'm going to talk about work and salary. So here we work and the boss, my boss, tells me what to do. Most of us, we have a boss and they tell the people where to go, what to do. When it comes to our salary, I tell my money what to do. And that's exactly why we made a budget, because we need to tell our money what to do, because salary is a lot of things. Look over here. Salary is the reward for your work. You pay a lot of effort and energy and then you get reward. It's the payment for your energy. It's reimbursement for your time. It is buying power. Whatever your salary, you can buy things that you want, and also your salary can be an asset you can invest. Your salary is money you can boss around, and your salary is capital that you can manage. And that's exactly why you need to become a manager and the boss of your money. Step number 2, start your emergency fund. After you created your budget, you're tracking your spending. Step number 2, start your emergency fund. Why do you need an emergency fund? Very easy, because at one point you will lose your job. And there may be a traffic accident, or you can get a sickness, or a storm or a fire can damage your house. Medical bills can come that you're not prepared for, or one of your parents pass away, you need to make a funeral. Everything costs money, and if you are not prepared, you will have to take a loan, and that's where the problems start. So to save money for an emergency fund is just in case something happens in your future. You never know what. How much money should you have in your emergency fund? Well, you need to have 6 months of living expenses. This is the amount that you need to have in your emergency fund. So in this case, let's calculate quickly how much this would be. Remember, I said if my salary is $500 each month, let's put this in here, and all my needs, this is really what I need. Without this, I will die. And calculate all these things together, and then I came up with 250. So 250 times 6 for 6 months. So let's calculate this. That will be 1,500. So I write in here 1,500. You can also write it in your paper, the paper from video number 1. These are your notes, and then you can follow here. So your emergency fund at one day will be $1,500. This is 6 months of my living expenses that I have right now. But this is not where we start, because we need to start somewhere. And how much money do I need in my emergency fund? Yes, 6 months, but we have step number 1, which means we start the emergency fund with 1 month of salary. Remember, 1 month of salary, in my case, 500. Write in the number that you are saving for. It's 1 month salary. This is your first target. Step number 2 is to get $500 in your emergency fund. So how do you do it? Very simple. You go back to your budget, maybe you print it out again and you start again. So 500 is your income or my income. Yours is probably a lot different. And then you write down, and remember, this is the amount that you need to make sure that you need to pay, because without this you will die. But here on the level of wants, this is where you can cut. So what can you cut? Maybe you don't travel, maybe you don't go to the wedding, you don't buy new clothes. You save here a lot of money, because this is the money that you can decrease. This one you need up here. And then here you can increase this. Let's say you increase it and you can save $200. 200 from the 500 that you are earning. That means the goal is, remember, 500 is the goal to get your emergency fund started with 1 month of salary. So 200, how many months will it take me? 2.5 months. So if today is the first of September, let's say September is month number 9. Oh, yes, no, I didn't want to write that in. I actually need to erase. This is the end date. When will I be finished? So in 2.5 months from now, which is the beginning of September. So September, October, in the middle of November, I will have it finished. So 15th of 11, 2024. Sorry, my writing, but you can write a lot nicer. So I have my date where I will have 1 salary in my emergency fund. Now, if you work in Cambodia, you also have something else. You have something that is called seniority payment. This will help you fill up your emergency fund, because every half a year your employer should give you seniority payment. This is about 33% of your salary. So every 6 months you get an extra amount of seniority payment into your salary account, and this one is to your emergency fund, because seniority payment is money that you will get from your employer in case you lose your job. So do not spend it on Khmer New Year, go traveling or go make a party. This is 100% that needs to go into your emergency fund. So if you have 33 and 33 and then another 33, you already have 1 salary in 1.5 years just with the seniority payment. If you add each month a little bit more, you will reach your goal a lot quicker, and you should be able to, just in a few months, have your 1 salary of emergency fund ready. Where do you keep your emergency fund? Where do you put it? So you have your salary, you put your salary, you have your budget, and then you distract the emergency fund into your separate emergency fund. So you make sure you put as much money into that emergency fund as you can. Keep your salary separate from your emergency fund. So for example, if you have your salary in your ABA, you open a second bank account like at Brassak, and here you keep your emergency fund. So you have your salary where you keep your expenses and you pay with your QR, but you have a separate bank that you have another account. You can open it for free, and then you transfer the money from here every month into this account, and you keep it safe in this bank. Why do you do that? Very simple. Because if you keep it in the same account, you will spend it. If you see the money in your bank account, you will spend it. But if you keep it in another bank, you will keep it safe and not be tempted to spend it so fast. Here we go. So the emergency bank, so the emergency fund bank is different. And every time you have more than $50, you open a fixed term deposit that you are saving in that bank. So you are saving, and as soon as you have $50, you open a fixed long-term savings account with the amount of dollars that you have saved. This is 50, 60, whatever. So you open one in June, and then in July, and then then you get seniority payment, so you got a little bit more. And it doesn't matter, you have several of these funds and they are always running for 12 months. So you put it fixed for 12 months in the other bank. And you let it roll over, so every year it will keep the interest and keep rolling over in case you have an emergency and you need $100. You don't need to take all out. Then you only need to take these two out. You lose the interest, but you still have the other savings account that are running. And that's why it's good to have many savings accounts that are always rolling over each month, so you can choose which one you want to take out from. When can I use my emergency money? Only if it is unexpected. Only if it is unexpected. I'm totally surprised. It's an accident, it's a fire, it's a sickness, somebody died. It's unexpected. We did not plan for this. We planned for birthday gifts, we plan for Christmas, we plan for my New Year, but we don't plan for an accident. That's when you can take it out. And only if it is absolutely necessary, only if it is 100% necessary, we take out the money. And only if it is urgent. If it can wait till next month, we don't take it out, we are saving. Because I can tell you already now that your phone will break. You will need a new mobile phone, you will need a new motorbike, you will need new clothes. All these things should not be urgent because you already know now that you can save for the next motorbike. Because in 15 years, yours will be broken. So be smart and start saving, because the emergency fund is only for emergencies and not for things that you can plan for now. This was Money Boss lesson number 2. Watch number 3 when you have completed your first salary in your emergency fund. God bless you.